This is WFO.
This is WFO.
You're on WFO.
WFO Radio here at Sunlife Stadium with the Miami Dolphins' newest member, Carl Edwards.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be hiring me to play football anytime soon. I made 1 out of 4, which was a lot better than I thought I'd do. But this is pretty amazing. I mean, this is a beautiful place. People here are really nice. I'm hoping to get to come back here and watch a football game sometime.
I'm sure you will. Let me be the first to make excuses for you. They didn't give you enough practice. You should have gotten some practice.
They told me I'd get 20 minutes of practice. I didn't get any practice, but that's okay. I think they were actually starting to get nervous that I might actually make it and give away these Mustangs. So that's okay, though. Hopefully my performance here will convince people that this is a safe bet, that they can challenge me to this more in the future, and I probably won't win. So hopefully I can get to try it again.
Now, the last time I saw you down here, you did a backflip into the water at one of these media events. This one, at least you stayed dry, relatively.
Well, so far I've stayed dry. That was a surprise thing. I couldn't believe that the young lady took me up on my bet. She asked me if I'd do a backflip, and I said, if you'll do one, and she did it. So I had to do it off the duck there. It felt great. It was nice to jump in the water.
Now, the people who are here trying to win the Mustang, what's cool about them is they're big Miami Dolphin fans, and you're wearing the jersey, and they're also big NASCAR fans, which is exactly what we're trying to grow down here, synergy amongst all the fans, and bring everyone together to appreciate, the longtime Dolphin fans, learn to appreciate, hey, NASCAR, you guys are really going after it as well.
Yeah, it's really neat, too, and I believe they're going to get some passes to the race and some sideline tickets here for a game. So I think they're going to come away from this really great, not with the new Mustangs, but they're going to leave with something that not a lot of fans get the opportunity to have. And we are here talking about the race. This race this year at Homestead Miami Speedway is going to be, I think it's going to be the most competitive race we've ever had there. I believe there will be more guys competing for the championship than we've ever had at the last race. And I think the fans are the ones that are going to benefit. So hopefully we can get a lot of these Miami Dolphin fans to come down, check it out. The race starts at 3 o'clock on November 20th. Tickets are half price for kids under 12, and I think they still have $55 tickets available, so it's an amazing opportunity.
All right, let's talk some actual racing. Kansas, you come out of there as the points leader, but the day was harrowing. You guys had to battle your tails off, and at the conclusion of the race, people say that is the run, the exact kind of run that makes a driver a champion, taking a bad day and turning it into as good as possible it could be.
Yeah, I'm really proud of what we did on Sunday. I mean, in 2008, we won Atlanta, and Jimmie Johnson rallied back from, 19th on the last restart to finish, I think, second or third. And I'll never forget when they told me during the interview afterwards, they said, what do you think about Jimmie finishing second? I said, he didn't finish second. I looked up at the scoreboard. I was like, holy smoke, this guy's going to be tough, And he ended up beating us in that championship. So I'm hoping that what's up, man? I'm hoping that Jimmie looked at us the same way and said, man, we won that race, but wow, where'd those guys come from? That to us, for our athletic team, was one of the best performances we've ever had to finish fifth after our day that we had.
Now, you mentioned Jimmie Johnson. Whoever is the person that knocks this guy off is going to have a place in history. It could be you, it could be Kevin. Whoever it is going to go down in history as the guy that knocked off Jimmie Johnson, and with that will come a certain prestige. In my opinion, I don't know that Jimmie gets the respect or the love or whatever it is from the fans. A lot of excuses are made. As a driver, as the guy leading the points, as the guy who's really trying to knock this guy off, how good is Jimmie Johnson?
Jimmie Johnson's really, really, really good, and he's a great competitor too. I think that's the thing. He's not one of those guys that's frustrating to race. He's not pompous when he wins. He doesn't pout when he loses. So he's just a good competitor, and I think that's what people don't like about him. Is he just does everything so well that you don't want to like him. So he's a great guy, though. I mean, my first win in 2005, I passed Jimmie at Atlanta the last lap. Won the race by a nose, and I didn't know anything about Jimmie Johnson, but he was the first guy down there to victory lane, dumping Gatorade on my head and high-fiving, and that's really tough for a guy to do, to lose a race and come down and congratulate the guy that won. And to me, I grew up with that kind of, my parents told me that's how you compete, and Jimmie Johnson, he embodies that. So it would be an honor to beat him. But the deal is he has to finish second. If he finishes fourth or fifth, there'll be 3 or 4 guys that beat him, and it won't be as special. But it'd be great to pass Jimmie on the last lap and beat him this year at Homestead. That'd be cool.
Now, a final question regarding the point system, because we're all living this for the first time ever. We're living it. And it seemed to me what happened to Jeff Gordon might be what happens to other people. Like if you blow an engine in one race, you're out. Do you think that this point system, the way it is, while it is close and exciting, makes you worry more about failure than try to be successful? Because a 40th or 30th ends your championship, in my opinion.
It does. There's a bigger penalty for having a bad day under this point system. In the end, it's not Jeff Gordon's fault that his engine blew up. He was running great. So, I mean, it becomes a true test of not just the driver and how fast you are, but it becomes a test of your equipment and how well you can prepare the engines and how lucky you can be not to have a flat tire or a wreck. Because if let's say Jeff had his problem this week, if we have a problem next week, Kevin has a problem, Jimmie has a problem, pretty soon you're gonna only have a few guys that are competing for the championship, and it'll be kind of interesting. There will be a group of guys who don't have those bad days, and those are the ones who are going to win the championship. So as much as it sounds great to say it's all about winning and all that stuff, it's really all about not having a terrible finish, and that's what's going to get you the championship.
Could that be alleviated by not giving points beyond a certain number down?
Right. It used to be that way, that I think you got 35 points or something like that for last place. It was 180 to win. So, that the ratio's like 6-1 or something. And now it's 1 point for last and 43 for first. So that's a 43-1 ratio. So it's a bigger ratio for a poor performance. And I think they might tweak that. I think they should stop at about 30th and just give everybody 10 or 12, 13 points.
That is exactly what we've been advocating for. Carl, go get in the picture. Thanks a lot. You're a Dolphin fan now, right?
Yeah, I will be. I'll be watching.
Thanks, Carl.
Thank you.